Konnichiwa Mina, this is T-Screw and you're watching PokeCast. Today on Could Be a Game, a retro collection that should be out there to show respect to the second generation of the first video game console released to the market. And that is why this one should at least have an opportunity, but I'll explain a little bit more. And that system is the Odyssey 2 Retro Collections HD. This system deserves it, because we've had so many. But first, let's talk about a little bit of history. Alright, the Odyssey 2. This is a system that was released by Magnavox, or at least in the United States, in 1978. This was then also same year released in Europe, known as the Video Pack, and then in Japan in 1982. This was also released into Brazil, but under the Philips Odyssey. This system has been released in several different countries, having about, give or take, 50 games, and at one point on IGN in 2009, it was rated the 21st greatest video game system out of 25. Now, I know some people might think, isn't that a little bad? Not really, when considering, there was a lot of great systems out there. But let's go ahead and move on to, the reasons why this deserves the credit to become a collections, in my opinion. The major reason why we deserve to have a retro collection of this particular system is that it had some fantastic games on it. True, it also had ports onto it, such as Frogger. It also had Atlantis. It also had a lower graphic version of Popeye, which unfortunately, I have to say, not worth getting on that aspect. But with having other games on here were absolutely fantastic. I mean, right here you got Attack of the Time Lord. Just a regular shooter, but man, with all the things that keep on coming up on the screen, changed, what shooters we are expecting. With each of the little things that the different games brought out to us, there was a lot of different things that the system could, offer. Having a keyboard on there, well, allowed for some interesting things. But above all, being able to play multiplayer and enjoy getting those top scores, just like on the Atari, just like on the ColecoVision, just like on the Intellivision. Well, why not with this guy? I mean, I have a ColecoVision collection, plug and play. I've owned the Atari collection for PlayStation 2, GameCube, DS, Game Boy Advance, you name it. And television for PlayStation 2 and Xbox was fantastic. But strangely enough, this poor little guy has been left in the dark. And for all of us out there that enjoy playing the Odyssey 2, because, let's face it, there are some good games on there, and it brings back so many memories of owning, the grandchild of the first video game system to have interchangeable cartridges. And that's what makes this one unique. Even though the cartridges were all the same on the Odyssey, but that's why the Odyssey 2 was 100 times better than the original. They saw the flaws. You can't just, put on a screen thing on your Magnavox TV and voila, new game. Okay, I want to play hockey. Okay, I'm done playing hockey. I want to play air hockey. It just doesn't work that way. So it was very unique to see that they really improved the graphics. One thing that made it really nice. So, with all the different games that we have been able to see that, they did improve on, and they really went out of their way to make their very own edition of games, This is Demon Attack, 2-player shoot 'em up. Which I'm very terrible at. First time playing the game. But anyway, the game itself showed that, okay, here's a style of game people like to play. How can we make this different? How can we make this unique? How can we make this an exclusive? I haven't actually done research to see which all of these exclusives made it onto other consoles, but think about if with it coming out first to the system, just how cool it would be to actually see this collection come out before we can actually enjoy these games once again. And as always, seeing it with achievements and trophies, depending on which system you pick it up for, would be a ton of fun. Ever since they've been doing that, especially with the midway collections that came out for PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360, just thinking about having to get that score, find that item, or do what you need to do to get that was an amazing little thing. Like I said before, it did bring back the feeling of playing the Activision games, sending that picture and getting that badge. It'd be worth being able to do that once again in this game. Also, a little thing that would be a nice little add-on in there would be, of course, online play. Having all the leaderboards up there, having the online play features for, in some games, that is multiplayer on the screen at once. You'd be able to do that, play it with somebody, and then, like in this one, since it's, turn-based multiplayer, being able to sit there and play and then see if you can do better and get further than the other person. Of course, a couple of my friends might be unless would dominate and destroy me utterly, like they've had before on scores. Yeah, but that's just my personal opinion on how and why this should be a retro collections brought back. If a lot of retro gaming is coming back to where even people are making new games for older systems, I think it's only just that this particular system gets its day in the light to where we get to enjoy playing these games once again. It still makes me laugh seeing that one right there. And I just lost my train of thought because of how weird the game was. Sorry, but games like this right here would be a perfect one to enjoy playing online with somebody else. Even though it's simple, it would be extremely competitive and making it really nice. So that is why the Odyssey 2 Retro Collection HD should be considered for the current gen systems that are out there. Hopefully, this could be a reality if they see this idea. Now, as always, for anybody out there that would like to leave any comments on the video, please let me know, what was your favorite Odyssey 2 game to play? So far for me, I have to say Turtle was probably one of my favorites, because I like the maze adventure games that really go out of their way to make sure this is a new way to play a maze game. So what is your guys' favorite Odyssey 2 game? Please let me know down in the comments. I'd love to know. And hopefully this does become a game, or I should say a collection game, that would make it so sweet. So this is T Sakura saying ciao and sayonara. Okay.